Have you heard of the allegory of the cave?
No, I
By
haven't.
Plato.
No, I haven't.
He's a famous philosopher, like in the West.
Okay.
But long story short, it's only like 32 pages.
Yeah.
But it's about, I think, these three prisoners in the cave, and like the sun is behind them.
Yeah.
And like they're looking at this wall, and like they could see their shadows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they what they see like is at face value.
Mm.
So it's not reality, but that's what they're seeing, and the truth is like right behind them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, what my point is like people take things at face value. They don't look at the bigger picture.
You've always got to look
So
at the bigger
my
picture.
like what Plato's allegory of the cave is like you look at things at face, like the shadows and such. You don't even like that's not really real.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
You just have to turn around,
Yeah.
and there's the truth. There's the light. Yeah. Dang, where's she doing it? Man.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't even know how to introduce you. Should I do some the introduction? But man,
Step 2. You know the rest.
Yeah.
Literally.
shit. How's it going, man?
I'm alright, bro. I'm good.
I think this should be the intro, isn't it?
This should be- Oh.
Fuck it, let's just go straight right into it.
Go on, man.
So, introduce yourself to the people.
Obviously, to some of you that may know, I go by the name of Dreadz, local artist from Northampton / London. I make Afro swing / dancehall music / all the music you like, you know what I mean? So you can find me on the socials, Dreadz187.
So, he's a rapper, artist, all that good shit.
All good,
You know,
all that shit.
all that good
A
shit.
little bit of modelling as well, you know what I'm trying to say? It's a little tad. But whatever makes me happy, I do it, you know what I mean?
So, you've been doing music for a while.
Yeah.
Since you're 14?
Since I was 14.
Yeah.
Just do the head maths, it's about 8 years, around 8, 7 years. So I first started making music when I come to Northampton initially. I met up with Eli from school. He brought me to his uncle's studio, Hustler D. And since then, I've just found myself in music, making music all the time.
Yeah.
So it was like, I always knew I could rap, but it was just finding somewhere to do it, finding that space. And Eli provided me that space, and I learned a lot from him. And since I was 14, I've just been rapping, progressing since then. Made music with Eli also. We've got our tracks, SoundCloud, you can check it out, India, Skater, all them tracks. And yeah, since then, I found myself more as an artist. I've grew. And yeah, that's led me to where I am now, do you know what I mean? So it's all a journey, and I've enjoyed it.
And when it comes to like your journey though, it's like you suffer through roadblocks.
People
People get motherfuckers getting in your way, disrespect. How like have you ever had any self-doubt?
Self-doubt. Within myself, I've had self-doubt in my craft. No, sorry. I've had self-doubt in my journey, not my craft. I'm always confident in my craft. I know what I can do. It's just how am I going to take it to the next level, you know what I'm saying? So with them hurdles you come across, it's sort of like, I don't know, you've released a song now, how are you going to promote it? Being an independent artist, everything comes out your own pocket as well, so it's a bit tricky sometimes, you know what I mean? So whatever the budget is, that's me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got to make sure I'm sorting that out. So hurdles you come across, like you release a video, it may not hit what you want it to hit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of off-putting, it puts you down a bit, do you know what I mean? Or you've made a plan and you're not getting how you want to get along that plan in the right time, so it's a bit tricky. So you come across the hurdles, but I've never ever lost the love for the music. It's always there. I know where I'm heading. It's just how am I getting there?
So you seem to like have this because my show has been very different. You know? Like, depression hit me hard, and all kind of stuff. You already seen the project, But you seem to have like this very positive perspective on life, and I don't know. Maybe it's because like your upbringing and stuff like that. Like, how do you have? Because I do have it now, but when I was younger, my perspective on life was very negative.
Yeah.
How do you maintain such a positive perspective on life for such a long time, from the past to the present?
I would say it's quite hard because
Yeah.
in the past, sometimes it's not always been great, but use what's gone on in the past to set you up for your future. So as long as you know you're not going to let anything bad affect you and you're always going to remain positive, like nothing can affect you, if you know what I'm saying. So like I'm always trying to remain positive because I know the end goal, the end target. Like if something was putting me down in music, for example, I know I'm going to be a 1 million view artist soon. I'm going to be out there. So what I've got going on here is nothing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I may pop up this hurdle again in a few steps, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I met you before, my friend. I'm gonna deal with that hurdle. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's how I remain positive, and I always know I'm gonna get what I want out of it. So it's just remaining positive. Because if you let something get you down, it's just gonna hold you down like an anchor, and you've got to uplift yourself. So like, I don't know, like I've just got a way of keeping myself happy. Like I used to have this analogy: smile for no reason, because if you smile for a reason, someone's gonna have a reason to take that smile away. Like you're just smiling. I've said that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I smile for no reason. So it's good to smile for no reason, because literally someone can take away that smile if you're smiling for a reason. They'll be like, "Oh, why are you smiling for? That's shit." So then you're like, oh, "It's put you off." Do you know what I mean? But I'm smiling for no reason. You don't know why I'm smiling, so I'm gonna
same way right now.
You know what I mean? So you stay gleaming, you stay happy, and that's how I sort of keep myself upbeat.
I just like what you just said. It reminds me of, I'm not sure if you heard this story, but have you heard of the allegory of the cave?
No, I haven't.
Plato.
No, I haven't.
He's a famous philosopher, like in the West.
Okay.
But long story short, it's only like 32 pages.
Yeah.
But it's about, I think, these 3 prisoners in the cave, and like the sun is behind them.
Yeah.
And like they're looking at this wall, and like they could see their shadows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they what they see like is at face value. So it's not reality, but that's what they're seeing, and the truth is like right behind them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, what my point is like people take things at face value. They don't look at the bigger picture. So like what Plato's allegory of the cave is like you're looking at things at face value, like the shadows and such. You don't even like, that's not really real.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
You just have to turn around, and there's the truth. There's the light. So that's what it reminds me of, because if motherfuckers trying to take away your smile, you're just like, you know, that's your energy. Here's my energy. You stay over there. I be here.
Exactly.
Surround yourself with good people. You and your toxic traits. You can say what you have with people with the toxic traits.
Exactly.
So it just reminded me of that, and I just want to point out there because it's an interesting story. Because I don't know, when people like meet you for like, I don't know, say a few minutes or something like that, they think, oh, a piece of that person. They form it as like their whole identity.
Thing. Exactly.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah, you don't.
What I've seen.
My journey.
Exactly. And when people like a 2-minute conversation, I just take it as a whole bigger picture. And like, I don't know. Does that like bother you sometimes, or like?
It does. It can be quite stressful, because from what you get, speaking to me for 2 minutes is not what you're gonna get if you speak to me for an hour. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like from when we first met.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we've grown a lot since then. So I wouldn't ever take what someone thinks of in the first 2 minutes, because I know where it's heading, sort of thing. I know where it's going. If you get to know me, I'm a quite grounded person, chilled, relaxed individual, laughy, bantery, serious at times. You know what I'm trying to say. But I wouldn't take what people say like that in any way. Do you know what I mean?
But it's just like, I know you mentioned in the past that you went through.
Yeah.
Well, everyone does, obviously.
Yeah, we've all gone through shit. Yeah.
Have you ever been? It's a very personal question.
Yeah.
So
go on.
Yeah, sorry. But, you already know I went through this, but have you ever went through like depression and suicidal urges or anything like that in the past?
Yeah, in the past I have. Obviously, when I was 3, I lost my father, and that was to lung cancer. So that was quite depressing. I've been battling that all my life, because I haven't really had that father figure to look up to. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I've got big brothers and that. I've got older sisters, cousins, all of that, uncles. But in terms of having that fatherly figure,
it's so
hard. And my mum raised me, and I had 2 sisters living in my house with me. So
you're the man of the house, right?
Practically, and I'm the youngest. You know what I'm saying? I'm the tallest, but the youngest. But it was quite daunting. And obviously, for example, I was playing football and stuff like that, and everyone's got their parents at the touchline. Yeah, go on, son, and all that.
Yeah.
And I never really had that. When I was looking around, it's just sort of like my friends' parents and that. They still supported me and pushed me, but I would just love to see my dad there. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Even in primary school one time, what made me respect, when I just love my mum so much, you know what I'm trying to say? I love everything she's done for me and the man she's made me become, you know what I'm saying?
She raised someone
great.
She raised
someone great. So in primary school, they had all the parents on the touchline. I think mum was there from the beginning, or she might have been a bit late, one of the two, I can't really remember, it was quite vague, but she was there supporting, pushing me, like, do you know what I mean? And just to turn around and see that my mum was there, I got man of the match that day as well, so it was quite good. So to see my mum there pushing me and supporting me, it was quite good. But if we fast forward onto my adolescent days, 2015, literally, I was 17. I lost my friend to knife crime in London. So he got stabbed to death. So it was someone I was with every day. Like, say me and you were together every day.
I think all of a sudden they just...
Yeah, all of a sudden they're gone. That, I couldn't fathom that. My heart couldn't deal with it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So when that sort of happened, I knew that it's either I get myself out of this head cloud that I'm in, or it's not gonna end well. Do you know what I mean? So having them suicidal urges and stuff like that, it wasn't really great, because I just thought, like, I want to be with my friend. Do you know what I mean? But if I go off and do that to myself, then I've left loads of people behind. You know what I'm trying to say?
You just pass the pain on.
Yeah, you're just passing the pain on, and it'll just be like a ripple effect with everyone. Like me seeing how his mum was in that situation, losing their son, like her only son as well. I wouldn't want my mum to go through that, so I sort of clicked myself back into gear, and I wasn't gonna go forward with what I was thinking to do. You know what I'm trying to say? But that day, probably getting the phone call, because we knew that he got stabbed from the night before, and we was ringing up all the hospitals trying to find out. Ended up he was in a specialist hospital, so it was just waiting to hear the news if it's positive or negative. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it was one of them ones. I woke up in the morning and my mum just had the house phone in my face. And I was thinking, oh, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? So I've picked up the phone now.
Wait, did you just wake up and...
Yeah, that's how I woke up. Like, I've come off my pillow and my mum's like tapping me to wake me up. Like, the phone. I had woke up to like 14 missed calls. It was crazy. And seeing the house phone in my face, what's going on? I answered the phone now. My friend just said, like, literally, like, he's gone. And my friend broke. He didn't even break down. He hung the phone up. I knew he broke down off the phone. Yeah. My head was just in my pillow. That was it. And so since losing my friend Gino, long live Gino, you know what I'm saying? That's Mr. Anti Not Social. That's where my whole brand stems from.
That's
so
where it came from,
I'm carrying the torch with him. I'm carrying the baton, you know what I'm trying to say? And I'm always going to carry on carrying that baton, because it's never going to fall. Do you know what I mean? My kids will carry that same baton, like, all for Uncle Gino. So that's one journey that I'm on right now. So I thought it would be better to keep myself intact and keep marching on my journey rather than to just cut myself from life altogether, because that's how I was feeling. And that happened when I was in London. So me being in London, I lived in Tottenham.
Yeah.
Obviously, to go from, say for example, I wanted to go from Tottenham to Hornsey, you got to cut through Wood Green. My friend used to chill in Wood Green quite a bit. And just like, even going through the area, it'll be like, I could see someone with that sort of dress sense or hood. Like, say for example, you're wearing what you're wearing today.
Yeah.
Someone with your dress style, I'll be like, oh shit, that's Azim. Do you know what I mean? But it's not. Do you know what I mean? I saw someone one day, I literally was going to grab his shoulder and turn around, because my friend always used to have his hood, his puffer jacket, his tracksuit on, and that. And I saw someone walking the same as him and everything. I thought it was him. Do you know what I mean? I was literally going to turn the person, but it wasn't. So like, that sort of shit that was playing on my head, I couldn't deal with it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I had to get myself into a new space, rebuild, and just go from there. You know what I mean?
But
so yeah.
How long did the process take? Obviously, when the unfortunate passing of your friend.
Yeah.
How long did it take from that phone call that your mum woke you up from to like rebuilding yourself? Like, is it months or a year?
We're talking years, man. Years, man. Because imagine there was 5 of us in total. Well, five of my closest friends. Like, when you say count your friends on one hand, those are my 5 closest friends, and we was together all the time, day in, day out, at each other's houses, meeting up, obviously smoke, doing all of that. Like, I was an artist, so when we used to smoke, do our little freestyles and rap and stuff like that. But getting over that, it was hard. Do you know what I mean? It was very hard. Even like 6 months down the line to a year, it's still sinking in. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, even now, it's completely sunk in now. Like, I haven't got over it, because I always still think about my friend. Anti Not Social. Whenever I say that, I think of my friend. Do you know what I mean? That's his Instagram. If you search Anti Not Social in, his Instagram will come up. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm still carrying that torch. It's taken a long time. And it's not something that's easy to get over. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think me losing my dad at a young age was easier to get over, because I don't remember as much. I haven't had much life experience with my dad. He passed when I was 3. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I was still a baby. But my friend, who I've known since year 7 to 17, stronger bond. He took me to church. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I used to go to church with him on a Sunday. So it's a thing where always having that person next to you, especially on a Sunday. I went to church after he passed. Do you know what I mean? And like, when I'm looking to my left and right, he's normally there. He's not there. It's empty feeling and shit. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's something I wouldn't want to go through it again. I wouldn't want anyone to go through it again. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's shit. Do you know what I mean? But that's the process of life. These things happen. Do you know what I mean? It's just how you deal with it. And at first, I was dealing with it quite shit. I was drinking, smoking every day. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I was doing all of that. Like, my life was literally like a movie at that point, because E&J, do you know what I mean? Evil juice, as me and my friends would call it. That's all I was drinking. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I listened to a mixtape. It's called Young Fire Old Flame by Wretch 32 and Avellino. And
UK artist, right?
Yeah, UK artist. Wretch 32 is my best artist, by the way, just letting you know. I was listening to that, and I wasn't really making much music at the time. I sort of write a bit and say, yeah, I can't do this, you know what I mean? But after listening to that mixtape, it really made me just want to make music again and express myself. So I thought, what other way to express myself other than talking about Gino? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So putting my pain into music and expressing myself through that. That's what I ended up doing. So I've written like a little track for him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It didn't even get released. Like, it was just a personal thing to...
Oh, it's like a therapy session.
It's a therapy session just to keep me going. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I done a black box as well with my friend way back in the day. And on my black box, I spent my bars about my friend, you know what I'm trying to say? And it was very touching. Like, even in the freestyle, I must have said something like, oh, I can't even get the words out now, because just going back to that, like, I'm just thinking of that moment. It just took me away. But I went to say something and I had to take a break, because after saying that thing, what I said, it was just like, it makes you think. And then I had to get back into the freestyle. Like, no one would have known I messed up, but to me, I messed up, because when I said that, it's like, shit, I had to snap back into it. So things like that, man, it's a lot. And I'm glad that since then I haven't really had to take a loss, because I think another loss right now will break me. And it's coming to that stage in life where everyone's getting older, everyone's growing up, do you know what I'm trying to say? And you've got elderly people in your family and stuff like that. So you never know who's going next. But I know within myself, if I was to take another loss, it will break me, do you know what I mean? Big or small, I couldn't take that, because after that, it just made me realise a lot about life. Like, you can't take life for granted. You can't wait for things. You just got to go get it. So since then, I haven't been taking music for granted, and I'll never take music for granted, because that's my peace, that's my sanity, that's what kept me going and pushed me out of what I was going through, you know what I mean? So I'll never stop doing what I'm doing, because
I know, I'm in your corner, man.
I know why I'm doing it. Because he had his dreams and he wanted to, for example, buy his mum a house, look after his sister, look after his family. And now, since he's passed, I feel like that's my sort of responsibility, if you know what I mean. Like,
you're trying to like achieve his dream.
You know what I mean? So as long as I push myself as far as I can with this music, which I will, I'll get far, I'll be able to do that, you know what I mean? I know that I'll look after my family, I'll look after his family. Like, every Mother's Day, I call his mum. Hi, mum, you alright? It's Winford. Boom, boom, boom. How you doing? Do you know what I mean? And we sit on the phone for hours. Do you know what I mean? Like, hours on end, until like she would need to do something, or I would have to go, whatever. But it's a thing where when I'm speaking to his mum, I feel like I'm closer to him. So like, I don't even want to come off the phone. Like, I just like to hear stories. I like to talk and say good things about her son and uplift her. Do you know what I mean? Because that's all parents need. Because if my mum was to go through that, I know she wouldn't be able to, do you know what I mean, go a day without thinking of me or whatever. So it's just helping her get through it. So every Mother's Day I do that. Every anniversary of his death, always goes to the cemetery, flowers, all of that. Just, do you know what I mean? It's the little things. It may not seem like much, but you've got to do that. Like, every Mother's Day I would call his mum, because I know that makes her feel better. If I didn't do that, if none of my friends didn't do that, she'll think, whoa, he was always around these guys and always with these people, and they don't do nothing to sort of help. But we're always here to help, and that's what it's about, man. It's helping your people, isn't it? Like,
it's deep. I did not know that, man.
It's deep, man.
So I never suffered through a loss of someone close. I mean, I lost family members, but we never spoke.
Yeah, I understand.
Like my great grandma, I can't remember. I think we spoke, but when I was like 6, and I can't remember that.
It's a vague memory. Yeah,
and it's just like, I don't. It sounds a bit horrible to say, but it's like I didn't cry.
You didn't feel it.
Yeah, just like I didn't know. That's the thing. And I never lost anyone, but I lost myself.
Yeah, you've lost yourself. Yeah, understandable. But understandable.
Man, it's like, it's a very hard, rough patch to get over. But the only best advice is just keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Exactly.
Have like a purpose in life, you know, because you have your music, you know, that drives you. You have your woman as well. You have your people, your family, everything. And then from my perspective, obviously, I have you, every, like, I have my network of people.
And you've got us, fam. Trust me. I haven't got you. You know that, man.
It's hard to believe because, like, my situation, April 2019, like around that time, obviously I was in a suicidal state. And in my birthday as well in 2018, because, I was supposed to, like, take some people know already. If you've been following me for a while. I was supposed to take my own life for my birthday, on my 19th birthday, but it didn't happen because what stopped me was happy birthday messages. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? Like, why are these people care about me? Why are these people loving me? And I know, I never forget that day because seeing people care and saying, oh, you really, especially with the project that I just dropped, saying, oh, you really put a statement.
That project, man.
You're gassing me up. Man, for heart and soul, man. But it just, I don't know, people were telling me, you're an inspiration to me, I care about you, and people like you gives me hope to the world,
Yeah, man.
Or you help change my life. I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. You got to push people, and sometimes, like, for example, we don't know what each other are going through. So say, for example, you've done that to help yourself, but at the end of the day, that's helped me as well, because I've watched that and I'm like, wow, like, that just took me back. I was like, shit, man. I just want to see this guy and speak to him. Like, yo, bro, you okay? Like, it took me into that mode. I was like, nah, man, because when you release something like that, it's like my music, for example. I could make a song that relates to someone so much, but sometimes people need that. Do you know what I mean? People need things they can relate to, and your project was something I could relate to massively. So it was eye-opening, do you know what I mean? And I think people need more things like that. That's why I'm always on to you saying BBC Free, BBC Free. And you're going to be on BBC Free. And I've said it here today. I bet anybody, any money you want to, listen, BBC Free.
He's calling it right now.
I'm calling it right now. I called it. But you've got this, bro, like, and I believe in you so much. And the same way you believe in me, I believe in you. And it's only right you've got to exchange that energy, because if we don't help each other to push to what we want to get, there's no other way of getting where you want to get without people's support. Do you know what I mean? If I wanted someone to manage me or A&R or something like that, I need their support. I can't say, yeah, I've got this all by myself, I'm going to do it all by myself, because you really can't. Nobody can do anything by themselves, because we're not robots, we're humans, you know what I'm trying to say? So we've got to
we ain't going to be here forever.
Exactly.
So just might as well help each other. I never understood, like, people, like, ruining other people's life when you're going to be dead in 50 years. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But I feel, obviously, you're an artist, I'm an artist. I mean, if we're not helping people, then who the hell is going to do our job?
Exactly.
And it's like, funny thing is, I'm not sure if you struggle with the same thing.
What's that?
But when you make a piece of art, music video, whatever, and I think the hardest part isn't the writing, isn't the filming, isn't the editing. The hardest part is pressing upload. To me, that's the hardest part. I don't know why.
It's quite hard.
When I released, I couldn't look at my phone for like 6 hours. I was that shook.
Yeah.
I know you're more confident and you have your own support network and shit.
I'm confident. I'm fairly confident. The shyness used to be there. Like, going on stage, I used to look quiet at the floor, but now when I'm on stage,
keep your head up.
Keep my head up. Always keep your head up, because I look for my support system in the audience, and that's normally my girlfriend or my friends. So as long as I'm paying attention to them, there's nothing that could really go wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to do it. Just build your confidence slowly. And I've just learned to do that, because when you hang your head down, it's just always going to stay down, and then people notice that and they're not really going to interact with your energy. You know what I'm trying to say? But if I'm open and my hands are not down, open, like I'm showing you stuff, I've got things to give and receive, so I feel like the audience interacts better with that as well. So yeah.
So it just comes down to, like, when it comes to confidence, it's practice at the end of the day, would you say? Or
it is practice. Do you know how I built my confidence? And this is a fact I'm going to share with you guys.
I don't know how. You got to tell me, bro.
The mirror. My mum in her house has just got a big mirror. And I used to get my water bottle or whatever I've got at that time.
Do you use it as a microphone?
Use it as a microphone. And I pretend I'm on stage, like, do my little moves and that, and my little rocks and sways. And that's how you sort of build yourself. Because if you can see what you're doing, it's like the audience. Like, the mirror is your audience at that time. So I used to do that to help myself grow, because sometimes I could be on stage and I don't know how I look to other people. So I'm trying to get a little visual insight of that for myself. So that's how I built my confidence up. Even doing a music video, I used to pretend the mirror was the camera. And the stuff that I'm doing behind the camera, do you know what I mean? I used to practice it. So that's how I build my confidence, because throughout life, I wasn't really a fairly confident person, but I've always been confident.
6'6".
I wasn't always 6'6". But I've always been confident in what I can do. Do you know what I mean? So music, I'm confident in that because I know I can write bangers. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be up there with the heavyweights. Like, I know it. Do you know what I mean? So as long as you've got confidence in yourself, it can take you far. But don't be too confident that it comes across cocky. Just know that you can do something and that's it. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got to prove nothing to no one. Also, proving points to people. You ain't got nothing to prove to anybody. Like, someone could tell me, oh, you're shit, Dreadz. Cool. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Because I've got nothing to prove to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, my views on my channel couldn't really be hitting what I want it to be hitting. I'm not fussed because I ain't got nothing to prove to anybody. I make music for the love and not really for the likes, you know what I'm trying to say? So as long as one person out there loves it and appreciates it, I'm happy, you know what I mean? That's it for me because I put my heart into it. So as long as you get something out of it, it's always a good result. Always.
Because I know you mentioned like the mirror, like that's how you build your confidence.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because I don't know, when people look at themselves in the mirror, it's like it's interesting to me because me and you, we could look at, I don't know, let's say an object, and we could see two different complete things.
Exactly.
So for example, you know, the glass half full, glass half empty.
Yes.
So it's all about perspective, and like some people, it's just they always come up with these excuses, like say, oh, I'll never be this, I'll never be that, but it's just. The story you tell yourself is like, it's what you're going to live. If you're going to be like, oh, I'll never win a BAFTA. Yeah. You're never going to win a BAFTA.
You're never Like if I said earlier, like I said, I'm going to hit over 1 million views. I'm going to be a big boy artist up there, the heavyweights. If I didn't say that, I'm not going to feel it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like sometimes if you don't go to get something, you're not going to get it. Like my cousin Jake has told me a quote the other day. It's like the kid in class. Say for example, the teacher asks a question. There's a kid in class, they put their hand up. Me, I would sit at the back of the class knowing the answer and not put my hand up. But that kid that put his hand up, he's always going to go further because he was willing to take that risk of, okay, even if I got the question wrong, I've put my hand up and I've got the answer correct or wrong. Do you know what I mean? So it's always just doing that, just going for it. Do you know what I mean? Don't hold yourself back because the more you enclose yourself, you're not really going to, do you know what I mean, be able to blossom. So
because if you don't take risks, then how are you going to grow?
Exactly. Take risks and prosper.
Exactly. So it's like, if you don't get your comfort zone, it's like, how are you going to become the person you aspire to be?
Exactly.
If you're just going to remain in your comfort zone, oh, I'm going to watch Netflix for the whole day. Maybe do a couple of assignments.
Yeah. Done. Play a bit of FIFA.
Play a bit of FIFA, video games. It's just, if you don't really just get yourself out there, then how are you going to grow? Because people expect like, oh, 5 years time, I'm going to get a six-pack. But like their diet is consisted of chips, chocolate the other day was fucking Oreo. But just like, because what you do every single day is, you know, who you are.
Yeah, you are what you eat, literally.
That's right. Because people, it's just like, I follow this, but you are what you do, not what you say. Yeah. Because only people say, I'm going to be a director and become the best cinematographer. Yeah. And then look at what they're doing every single day. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna get fucked in the club every single
it doesn't make sense.
They watch Netflix and they don't really do anything like that's practical.
They're not feeding.
They speak a lot, but what are they really saying at the end of the day?
That's my motto because anti not social is actually about talking less and doing more. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't always have to say what I'm gonna do because I'm going to do it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's always about talking less and doing more, and that's something I stick by. And my friend, he never really spoke much, so anti-not social just stuck to him like that. And that's why I'll carry that weight, carry that name. Trust me.
It's because when, I can't remember the saying, like where it's from, but I know what it is. So when you cut down a tree, it makes a big noise. It's pure destruction. But when you grow, there's no noise.
Yeah, silence.
So what you said, it's like growth is silent. But when it comes to like destruction, hate, toxic people, it's loud. So that's like a little nice analogy right there.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
It's just, I wish I could talk all day. But man, we just got to wrap it up. But man, like, I appreciate you just like telling your story.
No, of course, bro.
Because it's a very, God forbid this ever happens to me or to anyone that's watching, anyone at all.
Definitely.
But it doesn't matter who you are, but you just got to keep pushing forward because life is going to hit you hard.
It's going to hit you hard. It's going to hit you with some stuff you never thought you'd be hit with as well.
But it makes you so much stronger.
It does.
It makes you, like, say you lost your friend, but it's a part of who you, like, you carry his legacy.
I carry that here. That's here. Do you know what I mean?
Because in the future, you're going to buy his mum a house. You're going to support his family. You support his family right now.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You pretty much, like, living his dream and also living your dream.
Yeah.
So you just got to elevate your people forward.
Definitely, man.
If
Keep pushing.
you're not going to do it, then who the hell is going to do it?
You know what I mean? Driving force right now. Driving force.
Man. Appreciate the conversation, man. I don't know how to end this
bro.
shit,
it's mad. It's different because I'm normally an upbeat, bad person. So you never really see the real life side of me. But this is just like a little taste of something that's happened, things that I've been through. And it's nice to share it with you because, like I said, you never know what people have gone through. Someone else may have gone through something else. And they're thinking, how am I going to get through this? But they could watch this and this could help them. So that's what we're doing there.
I think this is our third conversation,
like proper conversation,
text.
Excluding text, but conversation, proper, probably third one,
the music video shoot, photo shoot, the other day, but the music video shoot doesn't count because it's
that was brief, you was more there for work, innit? You didn't even have time to chat.
So this is our third conversation, so I'm really glad you're very open and vulnerable about this. So ladies and gentlemen, check out Dreadz. Dreadz Music.
Dreadz Music on YouTube.
And Instagram.
Anti-Not-Social, Dreadz 187 on Instagram. I'm doing the hand rub, so you know I'm up to something. 187 on Instagram, Dreadz Music on YouTube, and Dreadz Local on Facebook. Your boy Dreadz on Snapchat. And if you see me about the town, just give me a wave.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Of course, if you don't know who I am, which is very stupid because you should know who I am. My name's Renecide, documentary filmmaker, artist, and man, I just want to help people. That's it. So thank you very much, Dreadz.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you to me. Shout out to me as well.
Big up Renecide. Big up Renecide. Come on, man.
Shout out Joel as well for the cinematography. That's how.
Big up Joel.
If you're watching this right now, he did the little pretty blue and red lights and all that kind of shit. He did his magic. And I'll see you guys next month for next episode. Peace.